Hello, and welcome back to the Sober Mom Life podcast. This is your 15-minute weekend reset. This is the episode I do every Friday. It's just me, solo, and you. And I just talk, about some sort of bite sized morsel that you can think about this weekend, that you can, have a bit of a perspective shift to help you through the weekend. If you're listening to this when it comes out, we're like smack dab in the middle of December. And man, is it Decembering out there. I just this week, I totally spaced. Mainly it's about timing and about schedules because the schedule is crazy. So I completely got a start time wrong for a birthday party for one of my daughter's friends. She was late to her dance recital when they were supposed to be. It's just I feel like I am constantly coming up a little bit short when it comes to the expectations of this crazy holiday season. And if you're like me, it can feel like, I kind of always assume everyone else has this stuff figured out. I assumed that about drinking. I thought everyone else knew what they were doing when it came to their relationship with alcohol. Spoiler alert, they don't, and they didn't. And I also kind of assume I can catch myself assuming that all the other moms are very just Pinterest worthy. Their homes, their mudrooms are not the shit show that my mudroom is. You guys, if we go down there right now, holy shit, it's a mess. That their kids' socks match and that they're not wearing pajamas to school because, I don't know. It just feels, especially this time of year, it can feel like other moms have it together, and we are the only ones who are coming up short. And I am going to share with you my parenting philosophy that came to me a few years into my sobriety as I felt steady on my feet. And it was no longer about not drinking. And it was really about, okay, how am I living now as a sober person, as a sober woman, and especially as a sober mom? Because so much of my sobriety is really about my kids and my motherhood. And so I am going to share my parenting philosophy in the hopes that it will help you, especially during this busy time if you're listening to this when it comes out, or maybe you're stumbling upon this in, I don't know, May, because that's another crazy time, or summer. You guys, it's just always a crazy time. Okay. My parenting philosophy, it's a trademark. It's not trademarked, but I feel like I should. Okay, I'm going to get on that. So here it is. Are you ready? Drum roll, please. Have a paper and pen handy. I'm kidding. My parenting philosophy is half-ass, whole heart. Okay? It is a half-ass, whole heart kind of situation over here. What does that mean to me? So the half-ass part, okay, is I'm not giving 100% to every kind of task. Obviously, the calendar and the clock don't get my 100%. Sometimes my kids eat cereal for dinner. That's fine. If we're doing French toast sticks, that's fine. Like, it is okay. I am going to drop the ball on some areas, and that is okay. The whole heart thing, you guys, the whole heart thing is really the meat of this, because what that means to me, my whole heart, yes, I'm loving my children unconditionally. I am letting them have big feelings. I'm helping them work through their big feelings. And I am showing up as a consistent, steady, safe place for my children, no matter the time, no matter the place, no matter who I'm with. And so that is really where my sobriety comes in. It wasn't, I don't think, until I stopped drinking that I finally saw how much pressure I was putting on myself to have this like kind of imaginary perfect mom situation. And what was the cost, right? What is the cost of moms beating ourselves up and trying to do more and be more and volunteer more and all, you guys, it's so much. Okay. I want you to think about your life and your motherhood and where this pressure to perform comes in. Does it come in during the holidays when you are trying to make sure that, the wrapping paper is perfect or the gifts are all homemade for all of the neighbors, right? That's a big one. You guys, homemade gifts, lovely, right? They're great. But like store bought is great too. That's okay. That is okay. Or maybe like my friend Jen, she really felt this like motherhood performance in Christmas cards and sending out holiday cards every year and making sure she got those out. And in sobriety, she decided to let that go. And that is exactly what I'm talking about. These are the things that we discover in sobriety. Suddenly you have more clarity about where you're spending your energy in motherhood. And maybe, just hear me out before you get a little defensive, because motherhood is so personal and we are all just trying our best. But maybe we're spending our energy on the wrong things and the things that our kids really aren't going to remember. They're not going to remember if we gave the teacher a gift of a homemade gift that was Pinterest worthy? Or do we just want to give our teacher the appreciation and give them a $50 gift card and a real heartfelt card? Like that is the stuff that matters. There are things that matter and there are things that don't matter, and motherhood is no different. There are things that matter and things that don't matter. Maybe it's not, what can I produce this holiday? How much can I shove into these days? How can I make the most, like squeeze the most magic out of this season for my children? Instead, just think about what actually matters, right? What are they going to remember? What are you going to remember? Because yes, this is their childhood, but this is also your motherhood and you get to enjoy it. And so what does half-ass look like? Okay? Yes, the store-bought cupcakes for the class birthday or the class holiday party or store-bought, you guys, that is fine. Store-bought is just great. It's saying no to volunteering for the third committee this week. Yes, room moms need volunteers. Yes, we need to step in when we can, but not at the cost of your mental health and your kind of just maybe happiness in motherhood, right? That probably doesn't matter. Maybe it's skipping the like holiday themed breakfast. Man, oh my God, you scroll Instagram and it's like, oh, I'm failing if I'm not making my kids, pancakes that look like Rudolph with bacon as the antlers and like the strawberry as the what? Like what, you guys? Sure. If you love to do that, great. If that brings you joy, if it's a tradition that you do that every Christmas Eve, whatever. But like, you don't have to do that. You do not have to do that. Maybe half-asses you're ordering takeout again. Maybe you're pouring cereal for your kids and being like, hey, guess what? Good news. Cereal for dinner. That sounds amazing. I want that. I want cereal for dinner. Maybe it's leaving the laundry in the dryer. You're not folding it when it's warm. If you fold the laundry when it's warm, you should get all of the gold medals for the rest of the year. They don't exist, gold medals in motherhood, thank God. But that's incredible. I think I've literally done that twice in motherhood. And I remember because it was it was a big deal. Okay. It was a cause for celebration when I folded the laundry while it was still warm. It's fine. It is fine. Okay. So, what does whole heart look like? And whole heart to me has only been possible in sobriety because whole heart is the opposite of performative motherhood or overcompensation in motherhood. When we are no longer inviting alcohol in, there's something that happens that we give ourselves grace. We need grace and compassion as moms. We need to be able to let ourselves off the hook and say, okay, fine. My kids ate cereal for the last 2 nights. but I am their safe place no matter what. They know that they can count on me. I am no longer inviting alcohol into my motherhood, which means I am doing so much. I am changing generations to come. I hope that that lets you off the hook for all of that little stuff that doesn't matter. And so, whole heart to me, what does that mean? Yes, being the safe space, being consistent. It means, when my 11-year-old is, I asked her all day, okay, how was school? Anything cool happen? All the ways that we try to ask our kids. Fine, good, nothing. It was fine, whatever. You guys, 9:30 p.m. I'm just sinking into bed, right? And she's like, so do you want me to tell you all about my day starting from beginning to end? And I'm like, inside, I'm like, no, not right now. But yes, I will listen. It's being the safe place. It's sitting on the edge of her bed and it's listening. It's apologizing when I snap, right? Because I'm sober. I'm definitely not perfect, right? That's the cool thing, is that there's so much grace in motherhood when you're in sobriety. And so, really just being able to say, hey, I'm sorry. I totally overreacted with that. Or I'm sorry I snapped at you. I'm sorry I raised my voice. It's apologizing. It's letting them tell you, you guys know it hurts my heart to listen to somebody's dream, okay? I don't think there's anything less interesting than hearing somebody's dream. But like, my kids love to tell me what they dream about. And so I will listen and I will ask questions and I will be interested. It's putting down my phone when they're around, and having specific times that I will work, and then putting the phone away and dedicating that time to playing exploding kittens, or taking the dog for a walk and having one of them come with me. It's being present. Sobriety has allowed me to be able to be present with my kids, and that's because I'm not inviting alcohol in, right? Alcohol, man, you guys, alcohol takes up all the oxygen in the room, and it takes up all the oxygen from us and from our kids. And I know that's tough to hear, but if you are inviting alcohol into motherhood, number one, so much grace for you, because that means you have needs. And number two is, let's get to the real needs. That's what we do here. So I don't know, it's not effort-based parenting, okay? This isn't performative. This is conserving your energy for the stuff that actually matters. It's conserving your ability to be present and steady and emotionally consistent. So I think, I mean, at least for me, I've not been able to come to this parenting philosophy until I invited sobriety in. It does feel, when you get in the torrent of Instagram and Pinterest and other people's motherhoods, right? Like how they're doing it, it can be really easy to be hard on ourselves and say, God, I should do that. Oh, why didn't I do that? Right? We don't have to do that anymore. We are doing the biggest thing. We are doing the thing that will make the biggest difference, not only for us, but for our children, okay? And for our relationship with them. And so, no, sobriety does not make you a better mom, but it does make you more available, more aware to be the mom you were always meant to be. It takes that obstacle, that barrier that alcohol is, it takes it out of the way. And then you really can not only be the mom you were always meant to be, but you can enjoy it. So just think about, as you go this weekend, and as you're pulled in 1,000 different directions, think about where you can give some half-ass energy, where it's okay, and where you can give your whole heart too. Nora Ephron, the great Nora Ephron. I'm going to get this a little bit wrong because I just remember reading about this. She was asked, how do you juggle everything, right? How do you juggle work and motherhood and family and all of these things that were pulled in so many different directions? And she said, it is just so important to know which balls are rubber and which balls are glass. So we have so many balls in the air, which are rubber and which are glass. What balls that when we drop them, nothing's going to shatter. Okay. Yeah, it might not feel great because it would be great to have all the balls in the air. But some of those balls, when we drop them, it's fine. They're going to bounce, right? Some of the balls are glass. And it's the glass ones that we got to keep up in the air. Those are the ones. And it's not like she was clear to say, like, it's not just all motherhood is all glass, work or everything else is all rubber. That's not it, right? We have to be able to discern, okay, this is a ball I can drop. Everyone will survive. I don't need to keep this ball up in the air. That's okay. This one, though, right? This one, the one that I can pick my daughter up from a sleepover if she's scared at 11:30 p.m. That's glass, okay? That ball is glass. Think about this as you go about this weekend and next week. And I just want to make sure that this comes with a whole heaping scoop of compassion for yourself. It's compassion, it's patience, and it's grace. Okay. It's okay to screw up. We will. I'll probably screw up 5 more times before I talk to you on Monday. Okay. We're going to screw up, but we're doing the most important thing. And that is not allowing alcohol to come in and just fuck everything up. We're removing the question mark and we're showing our kids that we can be consistent and we can feel and we can teach them how to do it too. Okay, I am so proud of you. Please keep going. Don't forget, if you need community, which spoiler, you do because we all do, come and join the Sober Mom Life Cafe. We talk about all of this stuff 5 days a week. We have peer support meetings. I host one every Friday at 10 a.m. Central. And we have our private Facebook group. We have book club. It's the best. We all need each other. Motherhood, we're never alone, but it's very lonely. And so you don't have to do this alone. Come and join us. I will leave the link in the show notes. And don't forget, I talk about all of this in my book, The Sober Shift. If you haven't gotten your copy, please pick it up. Also, if you have and you like it, please rate and review it. That really helps. And rate and review this podcast. That's it. I'm done. I hope you enjoy your weekend and I will see you back here on Monday.